Hey guys, so today I wanted to make a video giving you some tips and advice for attending the Show of Shows in Louisville, Kentucky. Most of you probably know that this week is the show. I'm sure a lot of you are very excited like I am. This will be my 7th year going, and I plan on going every year. I wouldn't want to miss it for anything. And if you're new to the show, this is going to be your first time. Again, I just want to give some tips and advice for you, some things to think about and be aware of. I did make one of these videos a few years ago, but I've thought of some other things to kind of give you as far as advice and tips, and so I wanted to make another video today. And so I'll go ahead and get started. So most of you probably look at the weather, I'm sure, and we've actually got some pretty cold weather going to be happening this year. And we have had cold weather in the past, but it's going to be, I think, in the 20s, if not a little bit less than that. Some of us are used to it, some of us aren't. And so just be careful driving. They're even talking about a little bit of snow here and there, different things. So watch the weather report, be safe, and just wanted to make you aware that you might want to bundle up and everything. So just wanted to throw that out there. Another thing I wanted to mention is obviously there's so much sickness and stuff going around right now, and I'm just being honest. If you're sick, if you have the flu or COVID, or you're just not feeling good, you got fever and throwing up, please don't come to the show. I'm speaking for everybody, really. I know it would suck to miss the show and everything, but do the right thing. Think about others. Don't come to the show if you got the flu or COVID, because what I can tell you is there might be close to 10,000 people that come through there within a 4-day period. I'm just kind of guessing on the number, but you can only imagine how many people are coughing and sneezing and bringing sickness and illness to the show, and it never fails. Every year the flu and COVID and other sicknesses spread, and I've caught the flu before leaving the show. Other people have talked about getting sick and everything. So please, if you are sick, got the flu, COVID, or bronchitis or pneumonia or something, please don't come to the show. I'm just asking you, please don't do that to everybody else. Hopefully you'll be well enough to come next year. Those of you that are going to be coming, you might want to wash your hands often, use hand sanitizer. I've got some here as like a prop. I got other things to show in the video here, but when it comes to the bathrooms and stuff, I like using the bathrooms out in the main hallway because they seem to be cleaner than the ones actually in the room, the big showroom at the front and the back. I know there are workers that do their best to kind of, keep things clean and everything, and trash dumped and different stuff. But again, you got to imagine thousands of people going in and out of the bathroom over several days. I mean, it doesn't take long for, bathrooms to start getting dirty and stuff. And again, they do what they can to stay on top of it. But please wash your hands, make good decisions, take care of yourself, and think about others as well. But just some other things I wanted to point out is if you haven't ever been to the show, you definitely want to wear comfortable shoes, memory foam insoles, because it is a lot of walking and stuff, and you will get sore. Your feet will get tired, your legs will get tired, you'll be aching and stuff, so take care of your feet. Also, if at all possible, you need multiple days. It's going to be very hard to be able to see everything within one day, because if you take your time to go through every table, every display case, and so forth, it's going to take hours and hours and hours. So you need probably at least 2 days to attend if you can, or even 3. I'll be there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'd love to meet up with some of you guys. We do every year, but it's always fun interacting and stuff. But definitely take care of your feet. You definitely want to stay hydrated. I have just a random canned Coke here, but bring you some water or something to drink, because you will get dehydrated. It does get hot in there and stuffy with all the people moving around and different things, so stay hydrated. You also will get hungry. You might want to bring some snacks. Bring you a sandwich or something, or little snack things. There is a concession stand with stuff for sale as well. So you definitely want to make sure to stay hydrated and keep something in your system so you don't pass out or faint. Another thing would be good to bring you a backpack of some kind, something you can carry stuff in. It's always a good thing. I like to have like a little notebook of stuff written down of things I'm looking for, because it can be hard to remember everything I might have on my mind or what I do want to go to the show looking for. But you never know what you're going to find and stuff. So it's always good to have a plan or an idea of things to kind of jog your memory of what you would like to hopefully find and add to your collection. Bringing cash money is a good thing. I just have some random bills here, but cash money does talk. Some of the vendors do accept other forms of payment, PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, all that stuff. But cash money is a good thing, so definitely bring plenty of cash for sure. And like I said, just if you can, attend multiple days, because usually on Saturday afternoon, a lot of the vendors will go ahead and start packing up around maybe 3 o'clock or so, 3 or 4 o'clock. And you might be able to get, better deals as they're packing up to leave, because a lot of them don't want to take everything home with them. They wouldn't mind, letting go of some things. That's why it's less for them to have to pack up and haul back home. So think about being there on Saturday afternoon for sure. Definitely want to consider becoming a member. I've been a member for all these years. You can get a membership while you're there. A benefit of being a member is you get to go in a day early. You'll get to go in Thursday starting at 12 o'clock until 5. And you get to go in early on Friday and Saturday before the general public line gets to go in. Also, being a member, you definitely would want to get one of these books here. If you're a member, they're free. If you're not a member, they're $6. I've actually, I've been to 6 shows so far, and I've gotten 5 books. For whatever reason, I might have been confused or unsure, and I didn't get my first year book, which would have been 2019. But it's definitely a lot of cool information. There's a directory, just different pictures and stuff in there. So definitely pick up one of those. If you are a member, it's free. Again, if you're not, it's $6. While you're there, let me touch base on this. If you are a member, you'll get one of these badges here. And every year you renew your membership through the mail or whatever, you'll get a new sticker for the year. So you got 2025 right there. And I always wear this around my neck. Most people do. But it's definitely a benefit, of being a member. So some other things you want to think about is build relationships. Let people know what you're looking for, what you collect and stuff. Connect with others, other YouTubers or people on Instagram or Facebook or whatever, other collectors and stuff. Create friendships and stuff. Have them look out for you for stuff. You do the same for them. Because, letting people know what you're looking for, that gives you more eyes out there that can help you find stuff to add to your collection, as well as return the favor to others. So definitely don't be shy, interact with others. That's part of the fun of collecting, not just the items or the hunt for the items, but, finding people with similar likes and interest as you is really fun as well, especially for me. If you haven't ever been to the show, there will be special guests as well at the back of the room. There'll be World War II veterans. Usually there's about 3 or 4 of those guys. They'll usually a Medal of Honor recipient from Vietnam, other authors and special guests and stuff back there. If you want to take pictures, get autographs, some of them will have books and pictures for sale and different things. So definitely consider checking out the special guests in the back of the room. Just a few other things. So honestly, if you see something that you're really interested in and it's within your price range or maybe even a little above what you really like to pay, go ahead and buy it, because you'll get where you'll get farther down and you'll want to go back and somebody came behind you and bought it and it's going to be gone. Again, you got to think thousands and thousands of people will be going there. They'll be coming behind you in the line. So if you want something, you better get it when you see it, because there's a good chance it won't be there. But at the same time, just be careful, because you might think something's rare or uncommon and you see it for $100. You might walk right down the row a few tables and there it is for $30. So you got to understand what's not rare and not uncommon. A lot of people throw those words out there, rare as hen's teeth and all that stuff. A lot of them are just saying that to get people to buy. And a lot of this stuff is very common. If you've never been to the show, when you see 2,000 tables of stuff for sale, you're going to be like, okay, this stuff is not as rare as people say on Facebook or whatever else, because most stuff's not rare. There's stuff that's uncommon, but rare is stuff that, compared to like 1 million of this rifle made, only 5,000 of this one were made. Now that's rare, but again, just be careful of those fancy words people throw out there, because most stuff is common and not rare and just kind of just average, really, just being honest with you. So definitely, I know you work hard for your money. I'm sure a lot of you do, and you want to get your money's worth and feel comfortable about your purchase. So definitely keep that in mind. just some other things is you can also take stuff for sale or trade. If there's stuff, maybe you already have a deal kind of worked out and you want to trade or sell something or whatever, bring stuff and everything. It's a good way for you to get rid of stuff that maybe you don't want anymore and get stuff that you will want for your collection. So definitely keep that in mind. It can be very overwhelming if you've never been to a show. You walk in there, I make a video every year, a few other people make videos. It's very overwhelming, and you'll never really get a grasp of how vast it is until you're there in person. The videos don't do it justice and everything. So it's going to be very eye-opening, and it might be a shock to you and everything. But, just take your time. Make sure you have fun while you're there. Don't get frustrated or anything like that. Again, just pace yourself and have a good time, because, that's why we're there, to have a good time, right? Another thing is, when it comes to parking, there is a fee. I can't remember if it's $10 or $12 or $15. I want to say it was a little bit more last year than the previous years, but between $10 and $15. You definitely want to get there early. And I mean, like, don't get there 20 minutes early. Get there 2 hours, 3 hours early if you have the time to get you an up close parking spot. Because again, remember what I mentioned about the weather. It's going to be cold. It might rain. There could be snow, and you don't want to walk, a football field away to get to your car. So definitely consider getting there as soon as you can, as early as you can. Also, so you can get in line. You can get towards the front of the line and not have to be 500 people deep. You know what I mean? So think about getting there early. Another thing, when it comes to the lines, I'm just being honest, I'm not being negative, but it can be very confusing. It is every year. It's very confusing on which line to stand in, because you got a line for the vendors, you got a line for the members, you should have a line for the general public who aren't members, but they get mixed up and people get in the wrong lines. And I hope they've got better advertisement this year, because every year it's very confusing for so many people and it causes frustration. They need big overhead fancy signs, people directing traffic all throughout the show. But it does get very frustrating and confusing at times every year that I've been there. Just being honest with you. But hopefully they got things on track or on point this year and going forward. There will be like ATM machines and stuff there if you need to withdraw some money, but definitely bring a lot of cash money if you're able to. Again, remember just to have fun and stuff. Consider being a member and everything. You'll also get information about other military shows around the country and stuff, maybe in your local area. There'll be different advertisements and flyers and stuff like that. But, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping this up. But just remember to have fun. Again, stay hydrated. Bring your bag. Get the book. Take care of your feet. Make notes. Build relationships. Cash money. Bring stuff to trade and different things. Please, again, don't come if you're sick. Don't do that to other people. As always, next year, I know this is a year, it takes a year for the next show to come around. But again, there's people from all over the world coming, not just the United States. People flying in, and I guess other ways of getting to the States. But there's all kind of sicknesses and illnesses that are going to be spread. I'm just being honest with you. So be careful, shaking hands. If you do, use hand sanitizer, wash your hands. Try not to get right too close to people. But what I'll tell you, though, is some of the rows or some of the aisles are a little bit closer together or narrow than others. So another thing is, please, if you're going to get in a conversation, don't stand in the middle of the row and aisle. Use common sense and wisdom. You need to move over out of the way so the traffic can keep flowing back and forth. Every year, again, people, they'll stand right in the way and they get in their own conversation, their own world, or maybe they don't even care. I'm just being honest with you. And they'll stand right in the way, and it blocks traffic and everything. So please, if you're going to get in a lengthy conversation, step way over out of the way where you won't impede traffic. But again, hopefully this is giving you good information. I'm going to wrap this video up. Thank you for watching. Please consider subscribing. I will record a video while I'm there. If you see me come up and say, hey, we'll take a picture together, hang out and everything. Good luck to all of you. I hope you have a great show and get some awesome things for your collection. God bless all of you, and I'll be getting back to you soon. So thank you.